So, have you noticed that a lot of 19-year-olds out there are low-key looking like they're 35 and up?
How do you do, fellow kids?
And I mean, it's not much of a stretch either, because you and I both know that Gen Z loves to call anyone over 22 years old Unc.
41, but I got 41 going.
Which, by the way, at my age, would make me eligible for retirement. So it's pretty much no surprise that Gen Z is just a little bit scared of aging.
Define little.
But let me ask you this. In a world filled with Botox injections, $1 million BBLs, and Instagram and TikTok, can we really blame them?
Yeah, definitely.
So come with me this week, guys, if you want to learn why Gen Z is supposedly aging faster, whether or not it's actually true, and how to not end up looking like you're 43 when you're actually just 22. All right, let's get into it.
I'm old, Gandalf. I know I don't look it, but I'm beginning to feel it in my heart. I feel thin.
What's up, you guys? It's your boy, iswearimtrying, and have you ever felt that you look older or younger than you actually should be looking like right now?
Yeah, maybe.
Because when I was growing up, I definitely felt like the most awkward, out of place, weird body type guy out of everyone around me. And this most likely isn't anything new, because I know for a fact that if I were to ask 10 or 20 people in high school and entering college, they would most likely feel the same way. I always look at social media kind of like that one Nietzsche quote where he says that if you stare long enough into the abyss, that bitch starts staring right back at you. Long enough into the abyss, that bitch starts staring right back at you. I mean, obviously people in this generation and the generation before are always gonna feel a little bit out of place, a little bit more awkward, and a little bit less attractive than the people they see on social media and in movies. And especially when we start thinking about how social media stars and influencers, I hate fucking saying that out loud, it makes me cringe, but social media stars and influencers pretty much curate their entire media personality. Every single little picture or caught in the moment pose that they do, they thought about that, I promise you. But guys, real quick, before we get into why I think all of this is happening right now, I wanna ask you this. Answer down in the comments below. How many hours have you been on your cell phone today? And remember, this is a safe space. I don't judge. Well, I kind of do, but I do it in silence. You know, it's all good. I'm not gonna berate you online here. But just check and hit me in the comments, okay? Hit this video with a like, share, sub, comment, whatever you want so I can blow up a little bit and I can start affording food, because God damn, is it expensive out there right now, okay? I feel like if we have to start talking about the main reason why I think that there's a little bit of a dichotomy between how old we think we look and how old we actually are, is definitely because of movies.
That ain't no man! You can see her real hair right there! Mind? I know you better get out of my face!
I mean, be real with me. I know for a fact that you've seen a 35 or a 40-year-old acting as a teenager in a high school movie, right?
The new version.
For example, Moaning Myrtle from the Harry Potter books.
Almost all the bubbles were gone.
Was actually 37 when she played a 15-year-old in the movie.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
You are the youngest person ever.
By the way, this is no shade because Chamber of Secrets is a banger movie and you should go watch it if you haven't watched it, okay? I mean, how the hell are we supposed to have reasonable expectations when you grew up watching people act as if they're younger than they actually are? There's no way that someone will be able to grow up normally in today's world. There's a couple reasons why they do this. I'm pretty sure one of the main reasons is that if you hire an overage actor, those actors can actually charge less and there's less protections on them than, for example, a 13-year-old. It's actually super convenient when movie companies find twins because they can swap them out interchangeably and not have to worry about overworking the child legally. Isn't capitalism great, fellas? Another egregious example of this is Olivia Newton-John in Grease.
Oh, Danny, this means so much to me, because I know now that you respect me.
Olivia Newton-John was the main romantic interest in Grease. She was playing a high schooler, and guess how old she was? She was actually 29 years old, I believe. She was older than I am right now.
got your ass.
And let me ask you, do you think that I could pass as a high school student right now? I don't think I could. I'm pretty sure if I'd go back, everyone would think I'm an Unc. And I can't blame them, right? Look at me. But the point here is there's a huge difference between what social media, pop culture, and Hollywood feeds us and what actually is a normal human being. Back in the day, you would see all these tabloids, you see a six-pack ab workout on the front page of a magazine or whatever. But nowadays, we're just getting it pushed onto us by social media. But if we start looking a little bit more into the literal statement that Gen Z is aging quicker, there actually do seem to be some facts and some data points that do show that Gen Z possibly could be aging visibly quicker than other generations. So as far as I can find, there's no actual long-term evidence studies on these, but there are actually a plethora of Reddit posts, TikTok posts, YouTube videos, and there are some doctors that have actually came out and spoken on why they believe that Gen Z is actually aging a little bit faster than other generations.
They were slapping on skincare, inflaming their skin in the process, and the worst thing you could do for your skin in the long run is chronic inflammation, because guess what?
I'll hit you with some of them right now. According to Dr. Jessica Burgee, a dermatologist based out in South Carolina, one of the main things that is making my generation and your generation seem a lot older than they actually are is blue light exposure. Yo, Jack, if this is real, I'm cooked. Because like I spend all my time in front of blue light. So I don't know if I'm already fucked or what's going on, but blue light exposure apparently makes your skin deteriorate quicker. Apparently, actual blue light exposure will break down collagen in your skin and eventually leave you looking like your Grim Reaper maxing. Besides that, we got main things that have plagued every generation before us. Things like sleep deprivation, which is super common. Like if you're not trying to get 6 or 7 hours of sleep every day, like what are you doing, brother? Lock in, okay? Now you're gonna look busted in a couple years, I promise. And something that I've talked about a lot prior as well that Dr. Burgee writes about too is stress and mental health issues. And oh my God, do I feel vindicated? I know now that stress and depression and mental health issues will actually age you so much more than if you're just living your life all blasé and not really giving a fuck about any problems whatsoever. Who would have thought? Stress will mess you up, huh? That's why they call it the silent killer, I guess. And it's so easy to be convinced and tricked by big corporations that spend billions of dollars trying to convince you and us that you should look a little bit hotter. Your skin should be a little bit clearer when you're 18, 19, or 20 or whatever. Especially when you're chronically online like I am. And by the way, being chronically online isn't something necessarily that's always bad. I talked about this in another one of my previous videos. I'll put it up somewhere here if you want to look a little bit more into why I think that. She talks about a couple other things that are kind of common sense, things like environmental changes, diet, etc., etc. But something that I do want to talk about is she talks about how constant use of beauty products and the overusage of these products will actually lead to a deterioration in your skin more than actually helping. So girls nowadays that are 18, 19, or even younger than that, and they'll see Rihanna or Kylie Jenner promoting some skin beauty product, and they'll use it religiously. And if we mix this in with the fact that everyone and their mother is getting Botox nowadays at younger and younger ages, well then it's no wonder why in our minds we feel and we look different than other people that are getting constant filler and constant Botox. She also notes that a lot of people from social media get pressured into doing these cosmetic surgeries or cosmetic procedures quicker than they actually should. So for example, Botox has like a 6-month lifespan or whatever. You're supposed to get it every 6 months. There are some people who are so fucked up in the head already, sadly, right? It's not their fault, but they're fucked up in the head. And they're fucked up in the head so hard that they'll go and they'll get Botox procedures every 3 months or every 4 months. And then all that filler will migrate and mess up their face. Thankfully, most of these things are pretty salvageable by just doing small lifestyle changes. For example, I'll hit you with one right now. Exercise. Who would have thought exercise is gonna make you look better? Oh my God. Am I spitting right now or am I just saying random shit? Nope. Exercise has been proven to make you look younger and also feel younger, which is more important. So go get that body queen, go get that body king. You already know what it is, okay? Go hit that gym. Try to get off your phone a little bit. Like, I know, that's why I asked that question at the beginning. I know that it's hard, and I know, and I talked about this, we're supposed to be addicted to our phones, but just try to stave off a little bit of that blue light, okay? Or maybe have a blue light filter, I don't know. This is news to me too, so I'm gonna try to start using a filter or something so my skin doesn't get all fucked up in a couple years. And if you're younger and you're a woman or a guy also that you want to do this, I don't know, stop using all these beauty products and stop idolizing the idea of getting cosmetic surgeries and cosmetic procedures. If you're 18, you're gonna look different, okay? I already showed you a picture of how I looked before. I'll show you another one. But I look vastly different than when I was 18 to right now, obviously. And I know it's obvious now looking back at it, but when you're 18, you're thinking, oh, I'm cooked. I'm stuck like this. You're looking at people that look hotter than you are and you're comparing yourself with them. Stop it. It's okay to age. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get something done when you're a little bit older if you want to look a little bit younger. But my point here is, don't start all this shit when you're 18 or 19. Because if you're already doing this shit at 19 years old, what are you going to be doing when you're 45? There's not going to be enough cosmetic procedures in the world to save your fucked up mentality. So guys, stay safe out there. Stay humble. You already know it's pretty crazy. And I'll see you next week, all right? Peace.
Now I'm rapping every single day. Great man, smoking on the green ganja. Hey Sean, I hit you with the spin move. Rotation, different types of water on my neck. Hydration, devil in my DM, shoot my shot just like I'm Rain Man. If we feeling broke, then fuck it, we might do